Be me. Get first car at 19 today. Happy. Pick related.
Enjoy your Kia Soulless.
Soul full. Nice. Congrats. Be me. Find a $50 note on the ground. Bring it to the bank to get a full dollar. Gets idea. Rips dollar note. Get full dollar for one half. Get another dollar for another half at a different bank. Have $2. My first one I found the money duplication glitch. Be me. 14-year-old Corky 16th century peasant. Hanging out at my dad's blacksmith shop. My friend, a miss, says to read 2 Wenches, 1 Challice on mine printing press. My face when I do not own a printing press. The local bookshop hath a printing press. Go to the bookshop. Ask the owner would I can crave him a print 2 Wenches, 1 Challice. He says yes, yet at a price. 8,000 dickings to be exact. I'm going to hast work mine ass off. I work mine ass off doing bulbering jobs hither and there and get 8,000 dickens 3 months later. I demand the bookshop owner that he print 2 Wenches, 1 Challice and slime my bag full of 8,000 dickens. 5 days later, I finally get mine counterfeit 2 Wenches, 1 Challice. Childhood undone. Be postman in US. Walk around in the ruins of a once great nation. No babies anymore. Dead shit all over, benches polluted to high hell. Black things keep attacking me wherever I go. The only thing that keeps me going is energy drinks. After a hard day's work, I get home, sit down on my couch and play some Death Stranding. Well, I just discovered I'm a Be me. Go to see the new Maze Runner with 3 friends. We end up sitting next to each other and we all joke, calling him gay and etc. We joke with him because there's a relatively feminine body type. I'm pretty big, so I practically hide him from the others. As the movie continues, we start whispering at how shit it is, but decide to stay because it's the last movie. I feel the weight on my shoulder. It's the femboy's head. Think he's just joking about sleeping, but I didn't mind it. He rests his head there for the rest of the movie. I whisper to him that it's over. He gets up and looks super happy that I let him lie against me. As we leave, we talk about who's driving who home. Femboy asks if I could take him. Say goodbye to the others. In the car, he says he only asked because he's having problems at home and was wondering if he could spend the night at my house. I agree because family's most likely all asleep. Show him to my room in the basement. Ask him where he wanted to sleep. He says he kinda wants to sleep wherever I am and grabs my hand. Start getting hard. I tell him that's fine with me. He looks relieved and smiles. He looks adorable. He gives me a hug. Held him very tightly. He asks if he's allowed on my bed. I tell him anywhere else would be terrible to sleep. He giggles and climbs under my covers. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I start feeling a little anxious. Wonder if I should just tell him to leave. He says my bed is super comfy. I strip down to my boxers, manage to sleep completely nude, and end up climbing in with him. Feels really comforting hearing him breathing next to me. He asks if I could hold him. The Minecraft bee is trans. Because it attacks you over the slightest thing, then kills itself? Wizard Chad cucks you. Takes your one-itis. Him/his one-itis die, leaving behind the only son. Naf protects us teacher Mega Chad chosen one son. You can tell this shit was written by a woman. Be me. Time to get wisdom teeth pulled out. Go under drugs. My family now has videos of me crying profusely as I rant about how the Jews are subverting our white culture. My face when the doctor is Jewish. My face when everyone knows I'm a bad guy. Please to help. Be me in class. Professor asked us to guess what % of the USA is each race. Ask what % of the USA do we think is white. Answers range 50 to 80%. Asks what percentage of the USA we think is Asian. Answers range between 1 to 15. Asks what % of the US do we think is black. Everyone instantly says 13. My face swam. You know what? Everyone on 4chan and 8chan should be on a terror list. Every single incel. I couldn't give a shit about their freedom of speech. You will never own a real train. Yeah, that is kinda sad. Trains are cool. Legit, who does this? Pisses me off so much when I'm black. You're black, you'll find something to bitch about no matter what white does. Tea is the coolest thing in human history. Grows in China, only really exported to Japan. It's called tea. 1500s, some dude brings it to Europe. Britain goes fucking nuts for it. Start naval empire for the sole purpose of buying tea. Britain buys all the tea in China, and it's all for silver bullion, utterly bankrupting itself. Britain gets China addicted to opium to balance debt. Ha! China gets pissed, colossal war ensues. Meanwhile, Brits decide they want sugar in their tea, basically kickstart a slave trade in the earnest. stick sugar plantations all over Americas, kick off in Africa just to grow that sweet, sweet sugar, blitz through India, be like, grow tea or everyone dies. Okay.jpg. China's fucked, broke from opium wars, monopoly on tea gone. Africa's fucked, millions dead, millions in chains halfway around the world. America's rolling in wealth because slavery and plantations. Everyone and their mum now drinks tea, Brits make a mad bank. Me gets to drink sweet brew every morning, laughing my ass off at the untold numbers of corpses I'm dancing on. Tea thread, bitches! Pick is a pretty good tea. Live in middle class suburb. Left this shit down the street, somehow convinces local politicians to build a temporary asylum shelter in my area last year. Temperatures below zero for 2 days. Central heating of asylum shelter broke today. Activists decided it's a good idea to steal firewood from houses surrounding the shelter, including mine. Noticed them stealing the wood from my garden when walking dog. Cool cops. 13 lefters arrested. Claim they scratched my car, broke the fence, and tried to break into my house. Neighbor does the same, and we back up each other's story. Devilish! During police asylum, seekers chirp out. 4 of them arrested as well. Some filing cables manages to break the electricity distribution box in our street, or whatever it's called in English. They can't even start electric heaters now. Whole street and shelter is dark, except mine and neighbor's house, because we have diesel generators. They have to see me sitting here in my warm living room, and this makes the whole situation even more comfy. People keep ringing the doorbell and knocking the windows all evening, and I'm pretty sure it was the people running the shelter who wanted to leech something off me, but I didn't open. Currently thinking of starting a large fire in the garden, and then calling the police on everyone who trespasses. I hope they all die. Be old book of failed predictions in vague flowery language. Have dozens of possible interpretations. Centuries later, rival factions claim to have the one true interpretation and regularly fight one another. Millions have died in attempts to implement these interpretations. Writings treated as infallible truth by privileged, self-righteous white people. Be Communist Manifesto. Pick unrelated. Do you have any good Khazar stories? Be me. 12 years old. Didn't know how to spot suspicious files. Shrek2.avr.exe, 14 kilobytes. Seems legit. Can no longer boot computer. Repairman comes over. My whole family is in the room when my downloaded scat porn folder is discovered. Be me. Taking a shit. Be literally right now. Take a shit in my parents' bathroom because they installed a little ass squirting thing and it feels nice. They get home earlier than usual. Okay, this is fine I guess the PNG. Start hearing kissing noises. Hear the belt get removed. That feel when they start fucking calling themselves by me and my sister's names. Feel when it sounded like some Bang Bros shit. My first and I'm still in the bathroom. They stopped a good minute or so ago. Don't really know what to do, boys. Thinking about killing myself. Swallow my pride and walk outside the bathroom. They look at me. I look at them. What all did you hear, Anon? I just calmly walk out and go sit in my room and lock my door. They try to talk to me and say that it's normal for kids to hear their parents have sex. That feel when they don't mention saying the weird incest fantasy they had. I went through a lot just to get the water in my ass. Be me. Be in university. Me and my best friend there always joke about traps because of the meme. Browse trap threads from time to time. Curious about it, but not a big deal. One day, a friend from university says we need to talk. Oh, okay. He doesn't wait and tells me by text. Anon, I need to tell you that I actually want to become a trap and I'm getting huge feelings towards you. Massive boner and don't know how to respond. Fuck you guys, I'm now a total and why the fuck my best friend that addressed because of you? Lost my meds in the piss.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to Mr. Green and check out all of his social medias down below. My name Goda.